Good morning, Ron Janish here. Going to give you an update on a couple of things, including the stock market and something I'm looking at for the summertime. As you may recall, when price of hogs were down near the lows down here somewhere, this was, oh geez, around the 20th or so, 21st of April. And if you look back at the videos then, you'll notice that I said, hey, I had a line drawn. I said, okay, price goes to this line and reverses. Hey, watch out. So where we go time? Well, okay, price did exactly that. We can see that with perfect 2020 hindsight. And this morning I sent out another note saying, hey, here we go again in the hogs. Prices went up to this line and market cooperated and reversed. Boom. So, and all along here, we didn't have any nice reversal lines. Isn't that nice in the market? So anyway, what typically happens is, this was a nice, just super power uptrend. What typically happens is it goes and wiggles for downish for a while, then goes upish for a while, and then we have what I call a cruise ship trade, and then we go downish. So we'll see what happens. Time will tell. That's the hogs. Let's move on to the dollar. Dollar index. Let's do this here. Dollar index had a nice reversal and way down here, and this is an hourly chart, and prices went up and prices have since come down. And as you can see, we're on the long side here. And this morning they've retraced back a little bit. And so if this all works out, it'll wind up being a really nice little cruise trip trade that will take us to here and possibly even up to here. Let's take a look at the Euro futures. Euro's futures went down since yesterday and came up a little bit. And as you can see, we're on the short side. And once again, this is one of these cruise ship things. And so for prices to come down to here or hit the next line down there would be really interesting. But that would take a good amount of time. And so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's move on to ES. ES. Okay, so a week or so ago, I said, hey, watch for this guy here to go up to 20 reverse around 24.23, 24.24, something like that. And obviously it hasn't. It's just kind of bump, and hasn't made it up to there. So we have to revise where the reversal area could be. And right now we're saying, oh, let's say 26 to 30. So 24.26 to 24.30 approximately is the area that I'm watching for. And if this does reverse in this area here, then we're looking at a significant down move. Now, and I'm not forecasting crash or anything like that, because if you're a course member, a few weeks ago you got this cute little email, which showed you a chart for the Russell. This is the Russell index, and notice that. Remember, for weeks now I've been saying, "Gee, I'm waiting for this guy to come above here." Still hasn't, and it may or may not, but I think it's got a good chance. So it's been in this kind of Ghibli-Gook area here. And so if we can get above here, so we can get to the 1400 area, that would be real interesting. Because if I get a nice reversal in here and also hopefully get at around the same time, get a nice reversal in the ES, that would be very significant. And as you course members may remember on the charts I sent out, typically the reversal lasted for weeks. So if all works out perfect, which is kind of tough to predict, but perfectly would mean that price would go up here and reverse, and then perhaps go down for most of the summer. and give us a nice little bargain hunting opportunity in the fall. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to quickly discuss is what we're going to do at the seminar this summer. And the seminar, of course, is free to all course members. Just bring a manual, any course manual that I've sent you, and that'll help me to know you're a course member. And also let us know ahead of time you're coming. We'll give you the exact date. Now, one of the things we're going to cover is what I call the mastermind concept, and how that works is really straightforward and simple. Good example was for me, before I ever owned my first house, I made friends with these two people, both of which were really interested in real estate, and one of which just bought his first fourplex or sixplex or whatever it was, and the other one was thinking about buying stuff, and I hadn't even bought a house yet, and so within a year or so I bought my first house, and then later on I bought a few more houses up in up in Sacramento rather, and eventually I wound up moving down here to San Diego, but the other members of the group went on to buy other real estate, some of which was, I remember participating in some real estate in Texas. I remember that one of them wound up buying at least one or more mobile home parks, and that was an adventure for him, I guess. And so the idea is that if you hang around with people who are good at what they do, or then you've got a better chance of making it also. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set up mastermind groups for people, and how or get them started, and how we do that is very easy. There are people that are traders wherever you live. Let's say you live in, I don't know, New York. Okay, I live in San Diego. So there are people that are traders in New York and in other parts of the world. And what I'll do is I'll show you a technique for how to connect with these people. First, it'll be by email. Now, what's interesting is before you ever connect with them, you will see what kind of stuff they like to trade and what their track record is. You'll see that, no question, before you even send them an email. Okay? And we'll show you how that's done, real easy. And yeah, the whole idea is that I get a lot of phone calls for people who want me to manage their money. And it'll help me solve my problem, because then I can simply refer them on to course members who are doing incredibly well. And so, we'll go from there. One of the things in trading is there's stuff that comes up that has nothing to do with the techniques that I may use or you may use, and it's a good idea to have connections to people who can help you deal with those things. So anyway, so I thank you for your time, and keep an eye on things in the market. Things could get rather interesting in the coming weeks. So I thank you for your time, and if you haven't taken our course, we're at andrewscourse1word.com. You'll see a picture of Roger Babson and Dr. Andrews on the page, and go from there. Thank you for your time. Bye.